House fires, it's startling how often they happen. Reported every 24 seconds in this country. So you've got to think about prevention. And since it's National Fire Prevention Month, we thought it was a good time to welcome Dave White from the Home Depot here with some simple things you can do at home. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, we're doing great here. I know you've got some, simple, it's so important because everybody's minds, we're all going a million directions here. So when it comes to prevention, what is the first step you recommend?
So I think awareness is really key. So you've got several things to think about: prevention, detection, extinguish, and evacuate. So keep all those in mind. So prevention is sort of common sense, right? This time of year, people are starting to use heaters and fireplaces. So be careful around open flames, with heaters, with any flammable liquids in the kitchen. Just really be careful, and again, common sense. So detection is really, really important. You need to have working smoke detectors throughout the home, really in all of the sleeping areas, common areas, even in basements and attics and kitchens. At least have one on each floor. And check them a couple of times a year. This is a great time to do it, and test them, replace the batteries. And if you do replace the batteries, technology in batteries has come a long way, like these Duracell Quantums. They're long lasting. You can actually test them to see how much charge is left on them, and you can store them for like 10 years. So that way you can buy in bulk and save some money and store them and put them away. And then of course, a lot of people didn't know this, but if your smoke detector is older than 10 years, you really should replace the whole thing.
Wow, I had no idea. Honestly, ours probably was white when it was installed, but because of UV exposure over the years, it's not white anymore. Maybe that's a good sign. It's time to reevaluate.
Yeah, and honestly, the technology has really come a long way. So they've become a lot more effective and really protecting your home and your family. And of course, fire extinguishers are important as well to be able to extinguish. And you want to have working fire extinguishers throughout the house. And this is a good time to check those as well. You can look at the meter on the extinguisher, make sure that it's fully charged. If it's not, replace it immediately. And then of course, evacuation. Make sure you have a good evacuation plan.
Do you have any advice, Dave, that's specific to those of us who have maybe, it's more than us living at home, you have several people living there, or if your house is more than one story, and maybe about that evacuation plan in that case?
Yeah, of course. So there's really a few things you need to keep in mind. Of course, again, the smoke detectors are a very big deal. So no matter how big your family is, the smoke detectors are a really important thing. And again, they've come a long way as well. So like Kidda has this one here for a kitchen, for example. Kitchens are the most prone area in your home for fires. This is actually a 10-year sealed battery, so you don't ever have to worry about the maintenance on this. It also covers carbon monoxide and smoke. So that's important. A lot of people don't think about carbon monoxide either. And it has a voice prompt on it, so that it's a lot more effective than just a beep. So when you have kids, they've shown that for them to wake up out of a sleep, it's more effective to have a voice than just a beeping noise. So these can really come in handy. This is from Kidda. And then smart technology, of course. Are you into smart technology
Barely.
with your smartphone?
I'm into simple, Dave.
Simple. Well, for those who are, Nest makes this Nest Protect unit. This actually connects up to your smartphone, so you can monitor it from your phone as well. And then, of course, if you do have children and you have a second story, you want to make sure that with your escape plan, you also have a way to get down out of the house if you can't use the stairs. So I would recommend having several escape ladders on that second floor for people to get out.
Dave, thank you. Some good advice here, and again, so timely this month. HomeDepot.com, the website, and we have so many stores here in the area. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks so much.